this is already your last stint.
That's it, yeah.
What?
It's over.
Why would you do that to us?
Were you always only supposed to do...
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to do I don't know, a bigger chunk.
No, we always knew it was only going to be 2 series, so I'm completely... From the beginning, it's always been what I've known, and that then the part is reincarnated and someone else goes on. That's the nature of the part.
The Queen's like Bond, essentially.
Yeah. Madonna.
Yeah.
Bond, yeah.
Do you know who's stepping into the crown now?
Yes, I do.
Do you really? I just assumed you'd say no.
No, I do.
So can we tickle you till you tell us?
No, don't, because I will tell you.
Please. Is it someone we know? Is it someone we know?
Yeah, yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Like somebody famous?
Stop it! It's someone who acts for a living.
OK.
So a professional actor's going to play the role. I like what they've done with this. It's
direction.
You're not allowed to tell us, right?
Absolutely not.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
All right, move on.
No, but do you not know?
Well, this isn't going to get us anywhere, Graham.
Oh, do you know?
No. Oh. I don't know.
She told you.
No, but your husband Greg's in it, so does he not?
Oh, yeah.
Is he not?
My husband, Greg, yes, he's in it, yes. Yes, he is in it. He's Mountbatten, you know. But I'm not willing to say anything. Why am I doing a German accent?
I don't know. It's good, it's good. And Olivia, we should say, you literally join us tonight, hot foot from the set of your other Queen job, QE2, in The Crown.
Yes.
And where are you? Are you nearly finished, or...?
Feels like we're nearly at the end, which feels like the longest bit, you know, and we've been going for months. And,
Yeah. But you're nearly there.
Nearly there.
Nearly there.
Yeah.
And for you, because it seems to me that because of the way this is happening, you're basing it on kind of 2 people. There's obviously the real Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
But then are you in any way having to be a continuation of Claire Four?
Yeah, my first few weeks I was just trying to do an impression of Claire. So I was thinking, what would Claire do? I had to channel Claire. And then now we're sort of so busy, I've forgotten, so I might not be doing anything like the Queen or Claire now.
But isn't there a thing that because the mobility of your face is not something that our lovely Queen shares?
No.
Yeah. So, how hard is that for you?
I'm suspended from the ceiling. It's quite hard. Well, so if other characters are saying something that's sad, I naturally can't help myself. I go and burst into tears, which is not what the Queen does. She is our rock.
Not often.
She is not often. Well, not caught on camera.
Yeah.
And so they film quite a lot from the back of my head on those days. And also, they've come up with a trick. So they give me an earpiece and they play the shipping forecast to me. So I just have to try and tune into the shipping forecast. and that, which is rude, because I'm not really listening to my fellow actors. I was trying not to listen to them.
That's good. We'll remember that when we watch it.
Yeah.
So what are the shortcuts to get into, say, Charles? What are the shortcuts?
Right.
It goes to right.
OK. Get ready.
Poke you with a stick.
Spitting image, off we go. OK. So there's a couple of things that I sort of... I mean, I didn't spend too long kind of dwelling on the little Charles things. But there was one thing I noticed, that every time he got out of a car, he'd do this thing... Still does it now. I saw something recently where anyway, he gets out of the car and he goes, cufflink. So he goes, checks the cufflink, checks his pocket square, and then waves. So every time he goes to a public event or anything, it's cufflink, pocket square.
I wonder if he's ever not had his pocket square and then it's completely floored him. He doesn't know how to
get
move.
back in the car. Back in the car.
Sounds like Nadal's serve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Slightly less big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without the grunt when he waves. Yeah.
And he does speak in a very kind of... because it must have been hard not to just do an impression, because people do impressions of him.
I think so much about The Crown is sort of doing a bit of that sort of work. I don't know what you think, Emma, but I think it's kind of finding little things that make people feel safe in the knowledge that you're not just doing something random performance. But you feel like it is, you recognise something of Charles. So with Charles, for instance, he does a thing... He does a thing with his voice where he sort of, like, speaks like this. So everything's, like, through teeth.
Yes.
You know, yeah, and actually, Emma's amazing at it. We have competitions who could do better Charles and Diana, and I'm rubbish at Diana, but she's very good at Charles.
What are the shortcuts for Diana?
Diana's, for her voice, it's mainly that everything sort of goes down at the end. So her pattern of speech, so it's sort of like... Well, my word to get into her was always all right. All right. Yeah. That's just what I'd say before everything, all right. But then everything she says sort of always goes down at the end, so it's almost like even if she had the best time ever, it would always sound a little bit sad.
That is very good.
It's good, isn't it? Very good.
You're good at it, though.
I used to spend most of my time trying to perfect my all right.
Oh, do it.
Hang on.
You do it with a tilt, though, head tilt.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's not as good.
Matt, did you speak to Prince William?
Well, yes. Well, I mean, I met him very briefly in like a lineup at the Polo.
So posh.
Yeah.
Not common at all.
What I was doing at
Yeah, just casually at the phone.
I am common. Anyway. Damn it.
Damn it.
We are the middle classes. No, so, yeah, I mean, I met him. Very briefly.
But did you say I'm playing your granddad?
Well, no. So the lady who was doing the lineup said, and this is Matt, and he's about to play, and I thought, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. He's about to play Prince Philip. And I thought, oh, God. And then she said, have you got any advice for him? And I thought, God, I'm going to die. And all he said was, legend. He's an absolute legend. And I went, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. And, of course, the last time we saw you on the big screen was Downton Abbey.
Yes.
There you were. You were upstairs. So did that cause tensions at home? Because, of course, Carson is your husband, Jim Carter.
Well, of course, at home. Of course, I never get the Carson treatment. I mean, I never get served anything at home. It's just always just... I don't want it. I don't want it. Thank you. No, I never get anything, you know, like a... Oh, that's better. Thank you. Yeah. So I never...
I think Carson has let a standard slip.
Yes, he certainly has.
I do apologise.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. It's a tribute to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm back in the garden now, where I belong.
Nice gams, Jim. Nice gams. Imelda Staunton and Jim Carter, thank you so much. You've literally come straight from set.
Yes, an hour and a half ago, I was Princess Margaret in Wiltshire.
Oh, right. I know, yes.
And that's not an act that I do. I mean, I don't go around being Princess Margaret.
Yeah, children's parties.
Yes, no. I was bona fide being her.
And this is the crown?
This is the crown, yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
So, do you see her out, if you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Oh, OK.
Yeah, yeah, the older Margaret.
OK.
So I will bid her farewell.
We all will.
Yes.
Yes. Vanessa Kirby is nominated for Best Supporting Actress. Yeah.
And so are you. Best actress?
I was amazing.
Bravo. What a performance.
What a performance. No, nominated for Princess Margaret in The Crown. And
I'm a huge, crazy fan of The Crown.
Yeah.
Knowing you were on the show, I almost wore an adult diaper. Massive fan. We're just at the beginning of season 2, and I'm not allowed to watch. My wife and I, Blake, we love watching it, and I'm not allowed to watch it while I'm away, so I have to wait till I get home to
That is so
finish
nice.
the rest of it.
Presumably after The Crown, you get recognised a lot more now. When you go to a party?
I did, yeah. It was one kind of horrifying moment where I was like, we were in the shop and we were on the way to a party, and I was like, I need to just pick up some vodka. So I picked up a big bottle of vodka, and I was like, what mixer? I'll just have to, I don't know, I couldn't decide, so I just had the bottle of vodka. And everyone else had drinks, so I was walking down the street in Dalston, and I cracked it open. I was, like, swigging it down. As I was swigging it down, this girl walks past me, clocks eyes with me. I think maybe because, like, the drink and the sort of expression on my face and, like, the combination, she sort of was like, Princess Margaret. I went, no, it's not what it looks like. And then she walked down the street and she was like, oh, my God, to all her friends, and she was looking back. I was like, no, it's not. Don't worry.
Yeah. She's so method. Yeah.
It was like this slow-mo eye lock, which was like, oh, my God, it's all true.
Yeah. And then you've got a friend. Is it a friend of yours who's a psychic?
Oh, God.
Yeah. This is my favourite bit. It's funny how one story
comes out, and then it obliterates. So it's the defining thing.
In fairness, other actors going, OK.
I want to hear more.
Psychic.
I want to hear...
Well, look, yeah, I did meet a psychic who's a friend of mine, and I was seeing her. She's got lots and lots of different strings to her bow, and she does healing, and she does other things. But she also has a talent for mediumship. And as I was seeing her for something else, she said, "Oh, Margaret is here. Does that mean anything?" And I said, "Yes, it does." And I suddenly thought, well, I've got... If I'm playing...
Before you get...
I had been asked to play her. I hadn't actually said yes at that point. And I said, well, yeah, no, actually, if you've got the horse, you know, the horse's mouth, it's in the room. You're not going to say, yes. No, actually, you know. So I said, yeah. And I said, would you mind if I played you? And she said, I prefer you.
What
she
the
said,
answer was?
No, she said... Well, no, she did say, I think you're a better idea than the other actor. Oh, the other idea. Well, the other, you know, the other...
Who was the other actor?
They never told me the other possibility. But whether it was true or not...
But there's the sound of a lone gunshot right now.
No. But it was a very typical Margaret thing in the...
Because you had met her.
I have met her. She had a way... Oh, yeah, a couple of times.
Know this?
Yeah, you see, you didn't ask. But she had a way of sometimes complimenting you and putting you down at the same time. She was... and the fact that she said, oh, yeah, I think you're better than the other... It was just like you never knew where you were with her. Then she came through with another note, which was useful, whether it was true because the psychic was fantastically intuitive or there really was the ghost of Margaret telling me, I don't know, but the note was good, and it said, get the smoking right.
OK. And
I smoked in a particular way, and always remember that the cigarette holder is as much a weapon for expression as anything else. And that was a good note. And she was somebody who was innately dramatic. If you're royal, you can't necessarily talk much. You're a walking icon. You're a walking... So she was very, I think, conscious about the silhouette and whatever she did with her body, and particularly with her hands. And so, you know, anyway.
Where's your Oscar, Olivia? Where do you keep it?
It's in the cupboard.
Oh. Is there a glass front on the cupboard?
No, it feels a little bit ostentatious to have it out, so I have it in the cupboard so I can go, hello.
I like to think when you open the cupboard, there's a kind of a, oh, and light comes out.
Come out, yeah. It should be out. It was out for the first year, but I think after that you should crack on, forget it happened, and keep working.
But you do have a really cool thing on display. It's something you got from The Crown. Tell the people, this is such a good... Did you nick it, or was it given to you?
I think it was a lovely props person who said, I'm not allowed to give you this, but just take that, which was an envelope on my first day on The Crown, which was about the stamp.
Oh, yes.
Thing. Yeah. And there was an envelope on the desk that it was to Her Majesty the Queen, and it had my face on a stamp. And I went, oh! And he went, just put it in your bag. And so I have it.
Here it is. Here is a picture of Olivia. How great is that? That is cool. That is a very cool thing.